Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. In this video, we want to talk about Bitcoin and some of the different aspects of Bitcoin. We want to talk about good and bad news. We want to talk about some countries that's thinking about adopting Bitcoins as their currency of choice. So it's two big players in Bitcoin right now, and that's Elon Musk. He's showed his horns again, and that's Jack Dorsey, who is fighting one of his true fights that's court to him. And one of those fights is he want to see Bitcoin back on top. They want to see Bitcoin back to trending at 64,000 that it was at one point. And that doesn't happen just by talking about it. So it has to be some things put in place to make these things happen. So first of all, I would like to say that this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Bitcoin has been on a roller coaster, and if you're scared of roller coasters, do not invest. Think about index funds, because it may be a safer route for your money. You got to realize, getting into cryptocurrencies and getting into the stock market itself, it's going to take you on a roller coaster ride. Cryptocurrencies may take you on an 80% high or 80% low at any time. So do not invest money that you are afraid to lose. So with that being said, let's talk about some articles. I'm not going to sit here and read all of these articles word for word like I do sometimes. This is going to be bouncing around. We're going to talk about first Elon Musk, and then we're going to get into some ideas that Jack Dorsey have for Bitcoin itself to try to get it back to, well, get it past 40,000. That'd be one good thing. My money, just like you, has taken a big dip in Bitcoin. And of course, I never pull my money out because I want to see how it looks getting back into the space. So Elon Musk says Tesla will accept Bitcoin payments once miners use 50% clean energy. With this tweet alone, some people call it silly tweet, some people say different things, but with this one tweet alone, Bitcoin has arisen. It start taking, it start surging, and that's a good thing. And this is some things that came directly from Elon Musk. And remember, it was Elon Musk, the same person who sunk Bitcoin when he stopped Tesla from accepting Bitcoin because he said that they wasn't using enough renewable energy. And that's when Jack Dorsey himself sprung into action by using his own money to start getting Bitcoin and start going green. So Elon Musk says Tesla will accept Bitcoin payments again once mining uses 50% renewable energy. Validating Bitcoin transactions requires a lot of computers to use vast amounts of energy. Tesla started accepting Bitcoin in March, then stopped in May, citing environmental concerns. Remember, in March, that's when everybody's money shot up. If you got in it at a certain time, your $100 investment could have been a big money for you. It just all depends on when you got in on the where it was at when you got in and spent that $100. All right, so Tesla will resume accepting Bitcoin payments for its cars once miners of the cryptocurrency can show they're using roughly 50% clean energy, Elon Musk said in a tweet Sunday. When there's confirmation of reasonable clean energy usage by miners with positive future trend, Tesla will resume allowing Bitcoin transactions. He said this is the first time Musk has detailed the conditions where the company would start accepting Bitcoin again. All right, Musk announced in March that Tesla will accept payment in Bitcoin, then reversed in the position in May, and we just said that, so they're being kind of redundant in here, and that took things on a topsy-turvy. But when he made that statement, one thing happened. Let me turn off this pop-up blocker here so I can get into the article. But when he said that, one thing happened. it plummeted. Things took a big nosedive. Everybody saw their money dip. I had friends who got out of Bitcoin altogether. For me, I stayed in it because I look at Bitcoin as a long-term investment. I look at it as something that I want to be in on a play for quite some time. And I understand that sometimes everything is not a pump and dump. Sometimes you have to be on these plays for some time. So Bitcoin surges nearly 40,000 after Elon Musk says Tesla will resume crypto payments when mining is cleaner. And it's basically saying the same thing. So currently it's at 39,000. You want to get it up to a certain percentage, and then Tesla will open the doors and get things going. But this is not all about Elon Musk, and this is not all about Tesla. I want to talk about a couple of countries in particular that's thinking about thinking about leading the charge, but with adopting Bitcoin as a currency for their countries. And Africa leading Bitcoin P2P trade and volume growth in 2021. And one of those countries in particular, and I know Africa is a continent, but one of these countries in particular is Nigeria. We're going to talk about Nigeria in some sort, how Jack Dorsey is definitely trying to get in on the fold with that, trying to get Bitcoin further into Nigeria, because Nigeria is the number 2 country in the world that uses Bitcoin, and he's trying to get them to adopt Bitcoin even more. So data from Useful Tips shows that Africa is the continent with the highest growth in Bitcoin trading volume, which shows that the cryptocurrency market is really making inroads all around the world. Over the past 6 months, most African nations have shown a 15% to 30% increase in Bitcoin trading volume. For reference, North America actually experienced an 18% drop in trading volume. So Africa as a continent went up, North America as a continent went down. All right, Sub-Saharan African experienced roughly 17 million in trading value in May 2021, about 50% up from the same time last year. On the other hand, the Middle Eastern countries in Africa and North Africa showed significantly lower trading volume in the month of May, with less than 1 million. And you got to realize one reason why a lot of these African countries are getting into the cryptocurrency space, because there's a lot of corruption. They don't trust their own government, and they figure if they put their money in other places, then that will prop up their money and they won't be in position to lose it. So here comes in Jack Dorsey. Let's talk about Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey tweets support for Nigerian Bitcoin adoption. And let's just talk about some things that Jack Dorsey is doing. CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, has been signaling for his support for Nigerian Bitcoin adoption through a series of tweets over the weekend. And this is interesting because Nigeria just kicked out Twitter from his country, but that didn't stop Dorsey from showing his support for Nigeria. So it's a one-way support on one end, and then there's another way support for another. So Dorsey is one of the big celebrity names in the crypto community. As a result, his tweets on crypto picked up a lot of interest, no matter how cryptic or simple they are. He began his series of tweets simply with a single Nigerian flag. This happened a day after the government announced it would ban Twitter in the country. The ban came in effect as a result of Twitter deleting tweets of President Buhari. All right. Nigerian Bitcoin tweets. Later the same day, Dorsey published another tweet showing the Nigerian flag shaking hands with Bitcoin. This was followed by him tweeting the people of Nigeria will leave Bitcoin, and another tweet This was a quote tweet over an open letter by the United States football player Russell Okung to the Nigerian president. Okung published a open letter in Bitcoin magazine. In it, he urged the Nigerian government to accept a national Bitcoin standard. In the article he wrote, soon every nation will be faced with this decision, but those who siege the present moment proactively, as we have witnessed in El Salvador, will enjoy significant advantages globally for generations to come. And we're going to talk about El Salvador because everybody don't feel that that's a good idea for El Salvador to adopt Bitcoin, because they feel El Salvador is a corrupt nation. Now, however you feel about things, that's solely up to you. But people are really feeling that Africa is going to lead the charge in the crypto space. Think about it. Africa as a nation is close to 1 billion people. And if they lead the charge, that's going to be a good thing for your investment over time, because there are going to be other countries, other nations that's going to start using Bitcoin as probably the currency of choice to cut down on a lot of the inflation and the corruption. Think about paper dollars. They print them out of thin air. Do they really have value? That's how people mindset is. And that's why 70% of some nations don't even have bank accounts. They tuck their money under the mattress. All right, this is not the first time Square CEO has shown interest in crypto and Africa. In 2019, after visiting Ghana, Ethiopia, South Africa, and Nigeria, Dorsey said he planned to move to a country on the continent for a few months in 2020. And let's just talk about Nigerian cryptocurrency. In 2020, Nigeria became the second biggest Bitcoin trader in the world. However, the government's relationship with cryptocurrencies has been unstable. In September 2020, Nigeria's Securities and Exchanges Commission announced an historic regulatory framework recognizing crypto assets as securities. However, that doesn't mean that crypto is fully recognized. This is due to the central bank's position being in different opposition. And in early 2021, Central Bank of Nigeria reaffirmed its order to all financial institutions. This warned them to stop providing on and off ramp crypto services. This caused issues for centralized exchanges operating in the country. And let's talk about El Salvador and how some people feel that because El Salvador is getting in position to adopt Bitcoin as the currency of choice, some people is looking at it as this. They're saying to themselves, why should we allow El Salvador to get into the Bitcoin space? Because now there will be no checks and balances to this country who they already feel that's corrupt. You got a nation with 70% of the people don't trust the government, and they're not putting their money in bank accounts. So let's talk about it. El Salvador is playing a dangerous game by betting big on Bitcoin. And this is not a long read, so let's just get into it. Basically, I'm not going to read this whole article, but they had a fintech event recently, and in this fintech event, there were some keynote speakers like Tony Hawk, Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people that's in on Bitcoin heavily. And a lot of people, even though Bitcoin dropped, they never took their money out, because a lot of people, what they did, they doubled down on the dip, meaning when it dipped, they put more money in because they figured once it drops and they put more money in, it's in position to make more money. And that's how a lot of people are looking at it. So El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, and I hope I didn't butcher that. Please don't kill me for butchering it, was also there to proclaim Bitcoin the Central American country's new official currency. He didn't say El Salvador. Let me read that again. he said the Central America country's new official currency, meaning he feels once he get on and adopt Bitcoin, there will be other countries that will follow suit. All right, so unlike most sensible Bitcoin hodlers, Buckley plans for his 6.5 million subjects to be spending their Bitcoins every day. All South sovereign merchants are now legally required to accept Bitcoin. You heard that correct. All merchants in El Salvador they must accept Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoiners are normally vocal in a discontent towards authoritarian government or any sort of government, but the president's news went down as a threat, sparking a surge in crypto markets. All right, Buckley is an autocrat for the TikTok generation. When invited to speak at the UN General Assembly in 2019, he addressed world leaders while tweeting a selfie at the podium, announcing his future sessions should be limited to a Skype call. All right, despite sacking the country's entire constitutional court, an attorney general shortly after taking office and using the army to swing votes in his favor, Buckley has consistently enjoyed an approval rating of above 90%. All right, and I'm not going to read this whole thing about their position, but now you can see that this is happening. El Salvador will not be the only country to get in on Bitcoin. You see, Nigeria is the second largest Bitcoin players out there. Yes, Bitcoin has dropped from its throne of 64,000, but Bitcoin is not going to be off of its throne forever. Let's talk about price predictions, because right now Bitcoin is 39,000, and sorry that my computer is going a little slow here, but right now Bitcoin is 39,275. By mid-year, they're saying that Bitcoin is going to be at 42,943. And at the end of the year, Bitcoin is going to be back to the levels at 53,000. But if you stay on Bitcoin and you get on the play, your money has a chance to almost triple if you keep it in it for, they say, for 2 years, because it's at 39,000. In 2013, it's saying that it might be at 115,000. And like I said again, these are forecasts. Markets swing up and down all the time, but you definitely see that Bitcoin is not going to stay at its position that it is at now. So with that being said, I'm definitely bullish. I'm still bullish. I still have my money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I call it the granddaddy of cryptocurrencies. There's always a new cryptocurrency popping up every day, but until another cryptocurrency can dethrone the almost 800 million value of Bitcoin, then it's going to be here for some time. So without further ado, thank you for watching my video. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. I want to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly of Bitcoin, and I think that's what this thumbnail is going to be about: the good, bad, and the ugly of Bitcoin, because I really think that it's going to make a big comeback with vengeance. And sometimes investing in cryptocurrencies can be a risk, but sometimes it's better than putting it in the bank, because at least you know that your money has a chance to mature. So without further ado, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as I'll be coming to you with more videos just like this in the future. And I would like to say thank you for all my new subscribers, as I will see you next time.